What if tomorrow you woke up and just like that, you had the body you've always dreamed of? Your health was on point, energy levels were high, and your confidence, through the roof. Completely Possible Fitness wants you to know that it's possible to change your life and make your dreams come true. We specialize in weight loss, muscle building, functional training, group exercise, and nutritional advice. Don't let another day go by not having exactly what you want. Contact Copo Fit and let us help transform your life. Copo Fit is on all social media, or you can email us at copofit@gmail.com. That's COPOFIT@gmail.com. Do you love drama as much as I do? Plot shifts and heart-pounding turns will keep you enthralled in the new book, Soiled Sheets by Phoenix Ash. Dana and Marshall are drawn to each other, but their flame has a tendency to burn and splinter all that once mattered, quite possibly even each other. Will they make it through the debris or become part of the ruins? Find out when you purchase your copy of Soiled Sheets by Phoenix Ash, now available via Amazon Books and all Kindle devices, and it's free with Kindle Unlimited.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
Well, actually, I live in Delaware now, so does that make me a Delawarean?
Sing it, girl.
You know, Beyonce is my friend in my head. Jay my people sometimes, too.
Yeah. I mean, like, be true, man.
You know, when I was a kid, I had an imaginary enemy. Like, does that make me crazy?
Life as P, presented by Say What Radio.
Hi guys, welcome. Life is P. I'm your host, Phoenix Ash. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I hope you stay a while, dig through some of the episodes, see if you can find some fruit for your soul. If you are a repeat listener, I so appreciate you. I know if I sound really hype right now, it's because I'm coming off that birthday high. Yeah, it was my birthday. It was a big birthday. And I feel like I've been really, I don't know, on purpose, I've been like not saying my age or whatever. So I turned 40 and I'm just going to own it, claim it, love it, because it's such a gift to make it to not only the next year, but to have a birthday that I feel really good about, because I had accomplished some goals that I set forth that I was like, you know what? I was real adamant about it. This has to happen before 40. And it did. One of those goals, which you guys should know about if you're a repeat listener, is writing a book. And I was able to publish 5 books within 1 year. And I'm so hype about it. So hyped to be having people reach out to me to find out how they can employ me to help them put their books together, to help them push to their writing goal. But guys, you got to stop falling off. Like, I can tell you everything that you need to hear. I can ask you a million questions. I can give you 1,000 deadlines. I can push. But if you don't do the work, and if you just sort of fall off and let life take you over, there's nothing I can do. I can talk, but you've got to tell yourself that this is important and it's not negotiable. And no matter what else is going on in my life, I need to set aside time and effort to complete this goal. Because what's the sense of paying someone or even having the exploratory conversation when anything can blow your way and take you off course? it's just to your detriment only because you're going to beat yourself up about it. So like at first you're going to say, oh, well, you know, life or whatever. But when those things pass, because life happens. And for some of us, tragedy, major events, all of that gets strung together for a while. Since I was just talking to my girlfriend and we were like, whatever that was, glad it passed. Because it's like you got a point in your life where you was going through. And for some of us, it lasts a couple weeks. Some it lasts a couple months and even a couple years. And when we come out of it, ooh, glad that passed. But when you come out of it and you look back and you're like, I still could have set aside time to at least start on this journey so that I'm not constantly restarting. So I implore you to ask yourself, how important is this to you? And how negotiable is your dream? Are you negotiating your dreams? Are you saying that this would be nice, but this would be ideal, but this is the life I would love to live? But I mean, it sort of comes off the heels of last week's show when I said, what's your why? Why is the but there? What is stopping you? Is it fear? Is it you feel you're bound to your particular situation? You can't see a way out? Who are you talking to? Who are you conversing with? Who are you sharing these things with? You might need some other perspectives. You might need someone to give you a suggestion of a way out. You might need someone who's going to say, well, you know, I can help in this area if it opens it up a little bit. Maybe you're a mom of two, or maybe you're a single mom, or maybe you're a single dad. Maybe you're going through a divorce and you don't have any kids, but maybe the divorce is taking all the life out of you. Maybe you're having a hard time at your day job or your night job, whatever it is. So maybe there's someone in your life that once you share that your plight with can say, oh, here's the little glimmer of light that I can assist with. You don't know if someone is going to show you that piece of light unless you share what it is that you're going through. And I'm not talking about running around, running your mouth, telling all your business and woe is me and doing sob stories on every corner. But people who love you, people who are in your circle, people who are in your network, the people that you support, why are you supporting them and you not letting them support you? Huh? What, let's have a give and take and exchange. Talk to me. You want to reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram? I'm at P Wrights. I'm available to say some few words into your spirit, into your soul. Hell, I might ask you to speak into mine. But, let's exchange, because we're not built to exist by ourselves. We're built to help each other. We're built to be each other's stepping stones. So let's do our part, but allow people to do theirs. So I'm really happy. I know I just went off because I don't even think that's not my show's topic, but I'm really happy about my birthday, and I'm really happy about the changes I'm starting to see in my life, about the people that I have in my life. I'm actually going to host a vision board brunch in celebration of my birthday, and I have all these amazing women coming to my house. I have no idea where we're all going to sit because it's getting a little bit bigger than what I don't know what I really intended. I just knew that I wanted to be around people who had dreams and aspirations, but also who had the wherewithal to empower other people who were around them. The wherewithal to just pour into each other's souls and pour into each other's dreams. I want us to not only speak our goals and our dreams into our universe, but to speak it into each other's universe, so that it's almost like you have little soldiers, like to go out into the world. They're going to come across things that can help you. That's just the nature of things. The universe is listening, and the universe is participating in your conversations, whether you realize it or not. That's why when you speak to someone one time, a couple weeks later, sometimes a couple days later, or even a couple minutes later, you run into something that is relevant to the conversation you just had, because the universe is listening and it's running on a pattern and showing you the pattern. And if we just were purposeful with that, if we spoke with purpose and we showed and shared with purpose, I just can't imagine how much further we'd be, how impactful that would be, how much the universe would show up to help us. And I'm really curious about that, because I feel like it would be a great impact. I feel like the universe is anxious to participate in us achieving our dreams and achieving our goals. It's anxious, it's waiting for, it's like double dutch, it's waiting to jump in. It's like, tell me where. So it's listening. It's like, you said this. Okay, well, let me put this. And that's why sometimes when you speak too much negativity, the universe is like, I don't know, maybe that's what they want. Okay, so let me put that in there. And it's like, no, I don't want that. So let's stop talking on that. Let's talk on the positivity. Let's talk on the building of our goals and building of our dreams, which does sort of lead me to what I wanted to talk about today, but maybe I want to talk about it all. Are you diminishing your value? I had a conversation, and of course, most of what I'm saying is stemming off of conversations that I have with my girlfriends, have with people in my life. Did you just hear my dryer go off? It's like, nah. Anyway. Anyhow, but I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was having a situation with a family member, and I just was like, I know this person helps me. They pour into my life, and I just don't know how else to show them how grateful I am. And what she said to me really impacted me. And it might be something so small. Maybe it's not monumental in your life, but it was a realization, a aha moment for me. What she said to me was, you have to stop negating the value in what you offer. You may not be able to match the support that they give you in the way that they give it to you. But what you do give is extremely valuable, and you need to stop overcompensating with everything else as though what you're already giving is not valuable. I was like, what? Okay. I'm going to have to think on that for a while. And she's like, the fact that you are available for people to bounce things off of, you can't wait to participate in brainstorming. You can't wait to have suggestions and to figure out how it is you can help this person get out of whatever dark place they're in or whatever situation is stopping them from blooming. And that is valuable. So do you have money to support all the time? Do you have money to put in someone's bank account? Do you have whatever? Most of the time, what I don't have is money. That's really what I don't have. And it's like, money is not the only currency of value. Your love and support is extremely valuable, and you cannot put a price tag on it. And you give it so abundantly, so over the top, that it amazes me that you don't see the value in it. And she didn't say it in those exact words, but that was the gist of what she said. And I was like, And I just, she's right, because I was raised by someone who is not my mother, not my father. Both my parents passed when I was very young. My father died when I was 7. My mother died when I was 8. And so I always kind of feel like I owed everyone around me. I should be so thankful that someone chose to raise me. I should be so thankful that there was food in my belly and a house over my head. And not that I shouldn't be. I should be thankful. However, how much of my life is going to be I owe the universe for existing on their dime? Because that is sometimes how I carry myself. I owe everybody. I owe the world for hosting me. I mean, I'm being honest. And I'm sure there's somebody who's like, well, you do want to pay debt to those who have done for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to take care of those but I take care of them. I take care of their hearts. There is no one, you may love me, like me, you may go back and forth between emotions about me, but there is no one in my life on a regular basis who, even some people who are there occasionally, none of them can say that I won't support your dream, that I won't figure out how to help you figure it out. I'm trying to take care of your heart, because I know that where your passions are is where your healing is and where your abundance in life is. I know that that's where it is. So I'm trying to help you get the path there. I want you say you express to me that you want to do something, that you want to pursue something. I'm like, okay, let's go. How we do it? What we do? Whether you are investing in what I'm saying or not, I haven't gotten to a place, and I don't know if I ever will get to a place where I shut people off. Well, you ain't buying my book, or you ain't buy it as soon as it came out, or you not retweeting, or you not reposting. I haven't gotten to the point in my life where that will stop me from supporting you. Maybe I will. I hope I don't, because what I did learn is that you don't always get the goodness that's coming to you from the place in which you gave it. So I could have friend X and I could do everything for friend X, but I can't study if friend X is not giving it back to me, because there's somebody that I like, somebody YY. So they're not even on my friend list. There's somebody who is a friend of a friend as a friend. And I find out like they've been supporting me. They've been reposting me. There's people that I don't know who I see online recommending my books to their friends, recommending people review my stuff, people praising my work. And I'm like, oh my God, you actually do like it? Because you know, when you are not reaching whatever sales goals, or when you don't feel like it's reaching a large enough audience, you start to sort of question yourself. And you're like, am I who I think I am? Am I as good as I think? Maybe it's not that great. Maybe I need some work. Maybe that could be true, but it doesn't mean that it's not still good. We can always get better, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. But if you diminish your value, if you are overcompensating in all kinds of areas, you know, I have a relative who she purchased some stuff for Christmas, and she's like, should I take it back? Because it didn't look the way she wanted it to look. It wasn't what she intended to offer this person. And I was like, you know what, just take it back. Now, for some people, I'll be like, well, you know, is there somebody else you could give it to, or give it? They won't know the difference, because it was really like the difference between a man's product and a woman's product. But it's one of those things that it looks like it go for either or. It's just labeled different. But I said take it back. And I said take it back because I know this person. I know they're going to overcompensate. They're going to apologize to the recipient profusely for purchasing something that was not necessarily made for them. And they're going to overcompensate. So not only are they going to give them that gift, but they'll probably buy 6 gifts behind it just to make up for the fact that that wasn't the gift I intended to give you. Take it back and go get one gift that you intend to give this person. Stop overcompensating, because who you are in their life is already of value. The fact that you giving them a gift is extra. All in itself, that's extra. But if then you're going to go extra because you feel bad about what you're giving, you might as well go take it back and go get what an intended gift and handle it that way, because you are not accustomed to placing value on who you are in people's lives, but you putting all this value on who they are in yours. And people are of value in your life, but you are of value in theirs as well. So stop diminishing your value. And we do that as creatives. We look at our work and we like, oh, it's not that great. We poison the well, right? Here it is, but this is my first draft. Here it is, but you know, I know it needs some work. Here it is, but I didn't have an editor look at it. Here it is, but you know, I didn't have the right paints. I didn't have the right pencil. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. So we're giving all these disclaimers up front because we don't see the value in our work. We're trying to get rid of stuff, selling stuff 50 cents, $1, $10 for things that should cost $30, $40, $50, because we're so afraid that the world at large is not going to put that kind of value on what we do. And we're afraid because inside we doubt that our stuff is worth that type of value. I've seen some stuff where, you know, I wanted to purchase and I was like, oh, that's a little out of my price range. But guess what? The stuff that I really, really liked, I was like, yeah, it's out of my price range. So I'm gonna have to wait till I can afford it. But I still want it. I'm just going to wait till a certain paycheck and then I'm going to get it. Or I'm going to wait till they have a Christmas sale and then I'm going to get it. But it ain't stop me from wanting a product. And then the Christmas sale be like 10% off. Honestly, for a lot of stuff, that'd be like $2 off or $4 off. It's just like, but I want it. And then, you know, tax time, first of all, it's going to be a real bleak tax time. Coming up with all these difference in tax laws. So please don't put your value there, or your kids' value. But, you know, if someone wants it, when they can get it, they will support it. And if they're not supporting, chances are, even when they have it in their pocket, they're not going to support anyway. Even when it's in their price range, even if it doesn't cost them much. I remember back in the day when I was in New York City and we'd be on a train riding through Brooklyn and somebody would be, you know, they're deaf and they're selling these cards that teach sign language. And we would like give the person $1 because it was sort of like, I guess what they call in church now, a free will offering. So we would give them $1 and be, oh, I got the sign language cards. And we thought it was so fun to learn the alphabet. $1. And that was overpaying, you know, like if you gave them $1, they'd give you 2 cards. But sometimes, you know, if you got your allowance, whatever, you feeling like a big spender, no, go ahead. $1 for the one. No, you okay. Right. But there was people who might have been curious about learning this skill. They were on the train and had $1 in their pocket and probably could have spared it, but weren't interested in supporting. They didn't like the fact that you were walking through the train. They didn't like the fact that you would approach them even though you didn't know them. So they refused to support. So it didn't matter if this thing was affordable. They could have paid whatever price they decided. It didn't matter. If they weren't looking to support, they weren't looking to support. And it's not a good or bad. It's not like shame on you for not supporting this person. That's what you do with your money is your right to do with your money. Okay. The only time that I will ever judge what you do with your money is if you go out and have a good time and look for somebody else to pay your bills. Then I'm kind of like, come on, you playing yourself. Go pay your bills first and then have the good time. But if you got to borrow to pay your bills because you spent all your money partying, you backwards on my time. But that's another show. Anyhow, don't diminish your value. Don't do that. You are of value. Your work is of value. Pursue that passion. Stop getting in your own way. Decide what your why is. Why are you not? And why do you want to? And then figure out why you're going to go get it. Figure it out. To tomorrow is not promised for any of us. Not promised. I just finished listening to Tiana Taylor's 911 call when she was having her baby, and I heard her husband crying in the background. I'm like, that's so real. I was moved to tears because he didn't know his daughter, his wife, the next moment. Was he going to have one or the other? Was he going to lose both? Like, he don't know. He don't know. Tomorrow's not promised. So let us pursue all the goodness in life has to offer us. Let us pursue all our passions. Let's fulfill our hearts. Let's help each other get to that next step. I promise you, it will make your life better. It will make your life more full. You will have pride. You will enhance your network. You will be joyous. I promise you. Follow your passions and help those people around you do the same. It's what we're here to do. Anyway, I'm done preaching. I thank you for spending your time with me. If you want to pick up any of my books, you know I would love that. They're all available on Amazon. Long Neck Bottles is available on Amazon, Kindle, as well as Audible. So if you're thinking about doing a trial for Audible, do that. If Long Neck Bottles is one of your first 2 books you download, it's free. So why not try it when it's free? Come on, guys. It's free. Download the trial of Audible. Get your free Long Neck Bottles. You don't even have to read it. You can sit in the car and listen to it. My girl Keandra Shanae is the narrator. She has such a wonderful voice, so soothing. So go check that out. If you like the juicy novels, I have Soiled Sheets as well as In Her Makeup, both available on Amazon and Kindle. You can pick up my new book, Musings While Binging, which is sort of like an extension of the podcast. Because sometimes I'll be binging on like social media or binging on movies, food, Netflix. I love me some Netflix. So, you know, when you be having those like, think to yourself, it's full of those. It's very fun. Great stocking stuffer. I think the price just dropped down to like $6. So pick that up. It's on Amazon. Follow me on Amazon. Follow Phoenix Ash. You'll be the first to know of any of the books I release. I so appreciate every time you give me a piece of you by just lending me your ear. Thank you. Thank you for being with me this past year. And if you're new, thank you. I don't know who suggested it, but thank you. I appreciate it. If you want to get at me, I'm at P Writes on Twitter as well as at P Writes on Instagram. Until next time, when we get up, peace.